What if the biggest reason you're still broke has nothing to do with money? Not your salary, not the economy, not your background, not even the opportunities you've been given. What if the real reason is something you've been carrying around in your mind for years without realizing it? Because once you see it, you can never unsee it. And it could completely change the direction of your financial future. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll understand why some people escape poverty and build wealth, while others spend their entire lives running in circles. A few months ago, I met a young man named Daniel. Daniel wasn't lazy. He wasn't wasting his life. He wasn't sitting around waiting for success to magically appear. In fact, he was doing everything society tells young people to do. He worked long hours. He studied whenever he could. He stayed out of trouble. He had dreams. Big dreams. The kind of dreams most people eventually give up on. But there was one problem. No matter how hard he worked, he felt like he was standing still. Every month looked exactly the same. Money came in. Bills went out. The account balance stayed small. And the future felt further away than ever. One afternoon, he asked me a question I'll never forget. He said, "How do people actually get rich? Not famous. Not lucky. Not viral. Actually rich. The kind of rich where money stops being a constant source of stress." And what I told him that day became the foundation of everything you're about to hear. Because most people spend years chasing money, when they should be building the person who attracts money. If you're tired of feeling stuck, if you're tired of watching everyone else seem to move ahead, and if you're ready to start changing your financial future today, then subscribe to the channel and let's get started. Because the first lesson may be the most important one you'll ever hear. Most people wake up every day thinking about money. How to make more. How to save more. How to get rich faster. But wealthy people focus on something completely different. They focus on becoming valuable. Think about it. Money is simply a reward. It's what the world gives you when you solve problems. The bigger the problem you solve, the more money tends to follow. Yet most people try to collect rewards before they've earned the skills that create them. It's like trying to harvest crops from a field you've never planted. And that's why so many people stay frustrated. They want millionaire results with beginner abilities. The truth? Your income usually reflects the value you bring to the marketplace. That's actually good news, because it means your future isn't fixed. It means you can increase your value. You can learn. You can improve. You can grow. And when you grow, your income often grows with you. Instead of asking, "How can I make $1 million?" Start asking, "What can I learn that makes me impossible to ignore?" That question can change your life. The internet has created opportunities previous generations couldn't even imagine. People are building careers from video editing, content creation, sales, marketing, programming, artificial intelligence, design, and dozens of other skills that barely existed 20 years ago. The goal isn't becoming rich overnight. The goal is becoming so useful that opportunities start finding you. Because once you develop valuable skills, something incredible happens. Even if life knocks you down, even if you lose money, even if you have to start over, you can rebuild. Skills stay with you. And that's what separates wealth from luck. Luck can disappear. Skills can create wealth again and again. Here's something nobody talks about. Most people don't have an income problem. They have a spending problem. Now, before you click away, hear me out. This isn't about never enjoying life. This isn't about living miserably. This is about understanding one simple truth. Every dollar has a job, and every dollar you spend today is a worker you're firing forever. Imagine hiring hundreds of employees who work for you day and night. Would you fire them just to buy something you don't even need? Of course not. Yet people do this with money every single day. They trade future freedom for temporary pleasure. A new phone, a luxury item, a status symbol. Something designed to impress people who probably aren't thinking about them anyway. Meanwhile, wealthy people often do the opposite. They buy assets, things that can grow, things that can produce more money, things that work while they sleep, because they understand a powerful secret. Getting rich isn't only about what you earn. It's about what you keep, and more importantly, what you allow to grow. If you're young and watching this, listen carefully. You are sitting on a resource more valuable than money itself. Time. Most people don't appreciate this until it's gone. When you're young, mistakes are cheaper. Risks are smaller. Recovery is faster. You can fail, learn, adjust, and try again. That's a superpower. Yet millions of people waste it because they're afraid. afraid of looking foolish, afraid of criticism, afraid of failure, afraid of what other people might think. But here's the uncomfortable truth. The people judging you today won't be paying your bills tomorrow, and many of them are struggling with the same fears themselves. Every successful person has a collection of failures hidden behind their victories. Businesses that didn't work, ideas that failed, investments that went wrong, opportunities they missed. The difference is they kept moving. Failure isn't the opposite of success. It's often the price of admission. The people who eventually win are usually the ones who refuse to quit. Most financial problems begin long before money enters the picture. They begin in the mind. If you believe wealth is only for lucky people, you'll never seriously pursue it. If you believe rich people are automatically evil, you'll unconsciously avoid becoming wealthy yourself. If you believe your situation can never improve, you'll stop looking for opportunities. Your beliefs become your actions. Your actions become your habits. Your habits become your future. That's why learning never stops. The world changes too quickly. New industries appear. Technology evolves. Opportunities shift. The people who continue learning continue growing. The people who stop learning often get left behind. You don't need to know everything. You simply need to stay curious. Stay teachable. Stay humble enough to admit there's always more to learn. Because the moment you think you know everything, your growth begins to die. Take a moment and think about the conversations you hear most often. Are they about opportunities, growth, business, investing, building a better future? Or are they mostly complaints, excuses, drama, and reasons why success is impossible? Because whether you realize it or not, the people around you shape your thinking. If everyone around you believes wealth is impossible, you'll start believing it too. If everyone around you spends every dollar they earn, that behavior starts feeling normal. But when you're surrounded by people who think bigger, you begin thinking bigger too. This doesn't mean abandoning old friends. It means expanding your environment, finding mentors, learning from successful people, listening to those who have already walked the path you want to walk. Because sometimes one conversation can save you 10 years of mistakes. If you remember nothing else from this video, remember this. Your future isn't decided by where you started. It's decided by what you do next. Your background does not have the final say. Your current bank balance does not have the final say. Your mistakes do not have the final say. The decisions you make from this moment forward do. Every wealthy person was once unknown. Every investor was once a beginner. Every success story started with someone deciding they were no longer willing to stay where they were. That decision can happen today. Not next year. Not when conditions are perfect. Not when you feel ready. Today. Because the truth is, the life you want isn't built in one giant moment. It's built through small decisions repeated consistently over time. Learn valuable skills. Invest in your future. Take calculated risks. Keep learning. Choose your circle wisely. Do those 5 things long enough, and you'll become the person capable of creating wealth. And once you become that person, money stops being the goal. It becomes the result. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe for more content on wealth, self-improvement, and financial freedom. And remember, your future is being created by what you do after this video ends. Make it count.